YouTube algorithm is stupid, and I don't mean like name calling stupid. I'm just talking about the actual capability of the YouTube algorithm to do what it is supposed to do, which is identify high quality videos and find the right audience for them, and the other way around. Now, you probably have figured this out on your own as a viewer, as a YouTube viewer, that it has not done a very good job. And I know this goes against everything that everyone has been telling you, including YouTube itself. They've been telling you that the algorithm is really, really smart. I mean, it will read your mind and it will find the right audience by analyzing and doing AI and so many other things. But like I said, I think if you have been paying attention, you know that Emperor has no clothes. And this is not I am bitching and whining about YouTube video. Actually, if you don't want to be a creator on a platform that uses stupid algorithm, well, you shouldn't be on YouTube. So that's not what this video is about. However, it is very important to know, if you want to be a successful creator and make money on this, is what you're dealing with. And if you're thinking that the algorithm is very, very smart and all you have to do is just to be this wonderful creator and things will start happening, then you're doing a huge disservice to yourself. So let me make a real video, because this is not my profession. I have been a professional YouTuber for over 5 years, but I don't teach people how to do YouTube. I'm just willing to share this because it's not a very popular opinion, and yet the reality. But if you actually identify that algorithm is not very smart and you have to do more than just create wonderful videos, then and only then I think you will be able to be successful in a system that you finally understand. There are 3 reasons why algorithm is stupid, and the first one actually comes directly from YouTube. Let me show you this clip, and this is the guy who actually is in charge of discovery and recommendation. So he's in charge of creating the algorithm that essentially is in charge of how popular your video is. Take a look.
We want to give audiences the videos and other content that they're going to be most satisfied by. And so the idea behind satisfaction was, in addition to, observing what people do, can we give them more opportunities to tell us about the value that they got from their experience? And so what we do is we run surveys about recommendations, about particular videos that each viewer watched. You may have seen one of these in your feed. And then we collect millions of responses of those surveys and feed them right into the recommendation system.
Yeah, I had to watch this video like 3 times because I could not believe my ears. First of all, the metric of satisfaction is incredibly stupid to start with, because you cannot quantify this. You cannot quantify satisfaction. Just like you cannot tell me if I love my mom then more or less than you love yours. Satisfaction is not a measurable metric. So that's already a huge fail on part of YouTube to use it as an important one to determine the destiny of your videos. And secondly, if for just 1 second, if we were to play this stupid game, a survey as a way to measure the satisfaction, I can understand using the watch percentage, for example. I would say that would probably be the most reasonable one, but asking people in a survey, that is quite incredibly dumb. And it is because not only people are not very good at surveys, and not everybody actually wants to answer questions at the end of videos. I've never done it. I've seen those and I'm like, I don't have time. I got to get to the next Beyonce video. So it's still a very selective audience who's even going to participate. But a lot of people don't even know what it means whether or not you're satisfied with the video. I will give you a great example. I make videos where I criticize Tesla. And as you know, Tesla has a very, very strong borderline cult community. And majority of my audience are actually Tesla fans who just want to watch a video that will make their blood going, and they'll know there's still an enemy out there, and then they'll try to cancel me and write all the nasty comments. And that is love-hate relationship that I have with my audience. Don't judge. But if you ask those people whether or not they were satisfied with my video, they will probably say no, that Tesla hating little. But that would not be the right answer, because they are satisfied with my videos because that's exactly what they came for, right? They came for someone who does not agree with Elon Musk and Tesla, and they came there to fight in the comment section, right? So the correct answer, actually, yes, I was satisfied with this video because it brought me exactly what I came here for. But most people will answer that survey as, no, I'm not satisfied. So that is incredibly stupid, which brings me to another very important point that no one will ever tell you. However, before I became a YouTuber, I actually spent 25 years working in Silicon Valley as a web developer, software engineer, working for some big companies from the mid-90s. And I gotta tell you, no good software engineer or an architect or project manager would ever go and work for Google. And I'll tell you why. Because Google has created from the very beginning a very intense interview process, which took such a long time and effort that some people literally had to abandon their families and kids for like 2 months to prepare for it. And then the interviews were conducted in a very odd ways, and they, I think, still are. It wasn't to find something positive. It wasn't to find great things about the candidate. It's more like, how can we fail this little shit? You know, and a lot of people would fail even though they were actually not that bad of engineers or software engineers. But everybody kind of caught on at some point, and all of the amazing creative engineers and project managers and vice presidents that I knew in my 25-year career would never ever go and work for Google because of that. I mean, of course, you don't get to actually create much because it's a huge corporation with already set agenda. It is very bureaucratic inside. And by the way, the fact that they essentially require you to abandon your friends and family and hobbies to just interview with them is essentially a preview of what a lot of people experienced in Google, where they just did not have lives. And that's another reason why a lot of people did not want to work for them. The only reason that people ever wanted to work for Google was because they do pay twice or triple of the salary of the same position in the company. So a lot of people essentially just sold out, but the good engineers and good architects never even would try. I've never interviewed with Google in my life. So the way they hire, and a lot of times they will not hire for a position, they will hire just to be part of the Google family, a very dysfunctional family, and then finding your role, that's yet another failure of how not to hire people. And yet that's what Google does, and that's why they have failed at almost every single customer-facing product. If you think about it, name one Google product that has been designed by Google engineers and not purchased, like YouTube, Android, Google Maps, and pretty much every service that Google has right now that was actually designed by Google engineers. I dare you, name one. Well, you can't, because of exactly what I said. They don't hire smart, good people. You understand now? And that's why what this guy said, and it's probably not even his particular fault, is complete rubbish, as they say here in Europe. I'm in Stockholm right now visiting. But let's move on to the last point. And this one, by the way, you don't need me to figure out, because this is quite simple. Now, if you're a creator, you probably have seen a lot of important metrics ignored in your own statistics. Some of your videos that have not done very well in those metrics, right? Either click-through ratio or the watch time, somehow were actually quite popular, right? And the other way around, sometimes you get all the metrics right and the video goes nowhere. So we know that even the things that they suggest are not even true a lot of times. But let's concentrate on one, because YouTube for many years, if there was one thing that YouTube would always say, is that this: watch time. Watch time. Get as much of hours or minutes or days of watch time as possible, and we will reward you. And as you know, this is essentially telling you that we value quantity over quality. Quantity over quality. And I think as a viewer, that's what you see. Look at Mr. Beast, that everybody gives an example because he essentially is the biggest YouTuber. Do you know that one of the videos that actually brought him all this fame was him counting? Just counting, not even sheep. I mean, he was just counting to, I think, like 10,000 or 100,000, something ridiculous. I mean, you would think the most boring video ever. but I guarantee you that video has more views than you ever had in any of your videos, even the ones that you think has gone viral. Check on it. Anybody with half a brain knows that if you want to measure the quality of the video, you do not measure the total minutes watched, because a 30-minute video that was watched for 3 minutes will have longer watch time than a 3-minute video where people watch 2.5 minutes. You see where I'm going with this? Like, this does not even require high profile math. What should be used is the watch percentage. And I know YouTube says, well, yeah, we kind of use that too, but that really should be the main metric which they would be using to measure the satisfaction. And they should not be using at all the watch time in any shape or form. Now listen, this is not an expert opinion. I'm not an expert on this. I'm just a guy with relatively decently functioning brain and some common sense. And everything that I told you in this video is very much Googleable and verifiable. Listen to this interview again. Look at your own stats and look at the results. Look at the videos that you watch as a viewer. You will see that a lot of times the videos that are being suggested to you are not the best quality videos. And if you do a little bit of homework, a little bit of searching, you will see there are better videos on that same topic than what YouTube suggests and recommends. So again, don't take my word for it. This video is just for you to even think about it in a different way, in the opposite way of what everyone's been telling you about. Unfortunately, the game we're playing, the person's in charge is an idiot. And again, if you don't like it, get the hell out. Go to TikTok or get another profession. But if you do want to stick around and make videos that make money, and I gotta tell you, this is the best life ever, I think, then you should know the truth. So, by the way, this video could be 2 hours long. I'm just gonna finish here, and I'm actually looking forward to your comments, but I wanted to get this video out for a long time. It's the interview with that guy who finally triggered me. I was like, okay, I gotta say something. And I don't care how many views this video gets, because again, the algorithm, I don't trust it. But if you watch this video and hopefully it helped you, or at least made you feel like you're not alone in terms of everybody pointing a finger at you saying you are a shitty creator. The algorithm told us that. Even if that's all you got out of this video, I think it was worth making. So thanks for watching. Looking forward to your comments. And now I gotta go back and start making videos for my actual channel that pays me.